Now that Sonic's story or episode, as it says down there, is complete, we can go on to the next one. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are back with more Sonic 06. The last time we finished Sonic's story, and this time we're going to be starting with Silver's story? No, we're going to be starting with Shadow's story right here because I just kind of wanted to start with him better, play with him more, do a story. For one, his gameplay's a little, he's just a little faster than Silver, and I seen most Let's Plays of them doing Shadow story next, even though I could change it up and do Silver's, but we're going to do Shadows, so let's get into this.
Transmission from HQ. There's an SOS coming from Dr. Eggman's base. Our last communication with our agent was 26 hours ago. We expected immediate rescue. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
Okay, that ending probably could have gone a little better to where they would have made it to where Shadow just runs off the screen instead of using Chaos Control, because he's not supposed to use Chaos Control unless he has a Chaos Emerald, and he doesn't yet, so that still needs to be fixed. But I think they seem to be learning from that mistake, and nowadays just seems Shadow has a Chaos Emerald, even though like the most recent mainline game, which is Sonic Forces, is that he uses Chaos Control, but does he have a Chaos Emerald? We don't know. It's never established if he does or not. But we're just gonna assume he does, because in that one cutscene where Sonic runs up to Shadow and he's like, "What's the deal?" And it's a fake, and Shadow uses Chaos Control, which stops the fake. So we're gonna just safe to assume he has a Chaos Emerald there. I mean, after all, whenever he, and all the times when he was an assist trophy in Smash Bros, starting with Brawl and with Wii U and I think 3DS. I don't know if he was this trophy in 3DS or not, but I don't have to play that game more and see. He would use Chaos Control at the nail, and it wasn't shown that he had a Chaos Emerald, but in Smash Ultimate they did change it to give him a Chaos Emerald, which that's a nice touch. So it seems like they seem to be fixing that up now. Heck, even with Sonic Rivals 2, in the end of Shadows in Metal Sonic story, he uses Chaos Control to get out of there. But anyway, yeah, playing as Shadow the Hedgehog and got hit here. And we're in a snowboarding section that Sonic was in, but shoot, that was a close one. And let me get those rings and made it through. And so Shadow, although he controls pretty much the same as Sonic, but with some slight changes in him. I'll get it more to him. Like, for one, it's a little slower than Sonic. No, not by that much, just by a little bit. And his air dash, he goes like much farther than Sonic's. And whenever he hits an enemy and it goes up some, he goes up slower than Sonic. So there was definitely some differences there. I'll get more differences with him later on. Now playing as Rouge the Bad, which is who it is that we need to rescue. And the attack is throwing bombs, and they operate kind of similar to Tails. Those bombs will press X to throw them, hold X, go in first person. In midair, you can just kind of throw them everywhere. Well, and since Rouge can can climb walls can put him on. Yeah, they are heart shaped, and put him on walls, and since you can glide, gliding is not as nearly nerfed as in Knuckles is, but I find her harder to get off of walls more than Knuckles. So I guess it's kind of an even trade-off, even though I would honestly prefer Knuckles over Rouge for one. His attacks are much easier to use than Rouge, and easier to get off walls with him. And you can see I'm pressing A, but I'm not jumping off, and there we go. So like you can see the glide doesn't take her down nearly as much as Knuckles is, but it will eventually do it. But so yeah, it is kind of an even trade-off, but honestly still not right at the same time. But hey, look, there's Shadow. Here and now for the ending point here we have to destroy the searchlights. And here's a vehicle, so we can get into it and okay, it's A to go. And X to brake into reverse. So, and using the right trigger. Oh shoot! I love that line so much. No! It just sounds like he's so angry. I love that end quote so much. Shadow just yells, "No!" Just something about it just sounds so hilarious. And it's so much more appropriate than in his end quote in Shadow the Hedgehog the game, where there goes the vehicle. But luckily there's more around. Where he just says, "Damn, not here!" Okay, there it is, it respawns. And so, I don't know where Rouge is, because once she follows us here, but anyway, we have to destroy these searchlights here. The only way you can destroy them is with the vehicle, and yeah, the vehicle operates kind of similar to how it does in Shadow the Hedgehog, except they're a little more mandatory now to where you're gonna need to use them to progress on. The negative about them is that they can now tip over, because they couldn't tip over in Shadow the Hedgehog the game. But however, I think if you just get out, and then just if you just get out and get back in it, it'll automatically flip over, and most of the time it does work. And it has a health bar too, so it will eventually blow up. Good news is that you won't take damage from it when it does blow up, or if it does. So you can kind of run up over enemies with it too. It doesn't always work. Again, I think we just have one more searchlight. Yes, we do. And there we go. That's it. I think. Unless there's one more. Oh, okay, there we go. So luckily that's the only mission where we have to destroy things at the end to clear the mission. Because pretty much all these other, here on out, all the missions are just Shadow's missions. It's just get from point A to point B, just like Sonic. A few things that is nice about Shadow's one, he doesn't have snowboarding segments, and he doesn't have Mach speed segments. And so, yeah, I gotta see because I died. Right, so those are the two positives I can give Shadow over Sonic, is that he doesn't have the Mach speed sections and the snowboarding. So that's good at least. He's something that kind of one reason why I would prefer Shadow a little more in this game over Sonic, because segments aren't as frustrating than Sonic's are, and you have full control. So there's that.
Don't you want to know what this is?
My assignment was to rescue you, nothing more.
Fine. With you, it's always business. It seems they don't want us to leave.
Let's get this over with.
Oh boy, Shadow Rescue Rouged again, just like in Sonic Adventure 2. And this boss again. Even though in Adventure 2 he said, "I didn't come to save you, I came back for the Chaos Emerald." Even though in one of the recap cards he did say he had to save him from, so it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, never mind. You get the point. But now we have the same boss again from when we fought him with Sonic and Tails, which is pretty much the same boss as before, except I think the area here was a little bigger. So, and you might also even see me do air dashes like that because you go a little bit fast. You definitely go faster while doing it, and I definitely recommend doing it when you're in like an open area like this, when there's no enemies around you, and so the other big difference between this boss and the one with Sonic, Nick, is that there's no thing that can make you do double damage. It's like I can't just make him run into like the doors right there or there, to make it cause double damage. It's pretty much that just has to take out all health here. So good news is that this is the last time we have to fight this boss. So yeah, I don't mind having this to refight bosses again that we fought in Sonic Story, but yeah, at least not every fight is exactly the same as Sonic. Like for one, we're not gonna be fighting the final boss of Sonic Story, so that's good at least. And so there is definitely going to be a couple bosses we are going to fight again, like the Iblis fight we fought with Sonic. So that's going to be one there. We also are going to fight Silver with Shadow. I kind of saw that with the cutscene. I'm going to go sing from where we found the Chaos Emerald in Flame Core, and Shadow was like, "Don't touch it!" So, kind of wish that the rail could go all the way to the antenna here instead of just having that gap there, but which that's honestly how it should work, but it doesn't really do that. But let me find some rings, and there we go. We got some. It's just one more hit, and that's done. And then this fight definitely is a little longer than Sonic's fight, but at least you don't have any like glitches to where where you can just only attack up into the sky and just fly out of here and instantly kill yourself. So that's good at least. I've been saying that a lot this video already. That's good at least. How does that not count? There we go. Now we finished it. So like the first move I was saying there we go, and now we're saying that's good at least. It's almost like I have like multiple catchphrases here throughout this whole game. Like in Sonic's ways. There we go. And what Shadow's gonna be, it's good at least. And what could Silver's be? How about it's no use? I don't know where I'm going with this, but that would be kind of hilarious if that did happen. And we got the S-Ring. Even though we didn't with Sonic, but that's okay. But it doesn't really matter. But what matters is we beat it and continue on with the story. So yes, we got let's save, and now for a cutscene.
Soleanna, the city of water. It has a constitutional monarchy, The primary industries are tourism and crafting precision machinery. The current sovereign is Princess Elise III.
Why does Eggman's base lead to an odd place like this?
How should I know? I just followed my orders and retrieved the item. Anyway, I have a little favor to ask of you. Could you escort me to the GUN rendezvous point?
Where's the rendezvous point?
It's the ancient castle of Soliana in Kingdom Valley.
So now we know who that Shadow and, well, it was kind of established in that first cutscene, CGI cutscene where Shadow and Rouge are working with Gun. Even though we don't see any of the gun troops or gun soldiers or the gun beetles in this, so that's interesting. Maybe they would have put them in if they had more time, but I honestly don't mind. As long as they're getting orders from them and we hear their voices, that's fine with me. So we have to head to Kingdom Valley, and another thing different about Shadow Story is that we go through different town. We go in the stages in different orders, and what do you know? Radical Train's there, but we can't get in there. You know, so let's go. Yeah. You look similar to someone I've known. With orange hair, kind of like a black shirt, but actually no, it wasn't a black shirt. It was the same shirt, kind of black pants and I think white shoes, and yeah, same hair color and glasses. Can't quite lay my eyes on what the name is, that person is, but looks similar to that. Which we're actually going to be seeing that girl again in like a bonus video, because in between this episode and last, I went and did some side missions in Sonic's story to try to get some more rings to get the remaining upgrades, so I could prepare for the bonus video. And ironically enough, one of the missions I didn't do because there was an area there in that mission that I could show off in a bonus video, was that, oh wait, actually maybe it wasn't that girl, come to think of it. I just remember I did do a town mission where that was required by that girl there. And speaking of upgrades, we got upgrades here. We got the air chip, so we can do the light speed dash. It's the only crossover that Sonic upgrade that Sonic and Shadow have, and then that got the memory shard, or meteor shard, or blue. And basically what this does is, so as you can see right there, and we need the light speed dash so we can just go across the canyon, the gap here. We got some town missions here, but we're not going to be doing that. We need to head to Kingdom Valley. Well, the good news is that we don't have to do the free trials. I really appreciate that. We don't have to do them. I don't know if they were gonna plan on doing them here, but we can't. Yeah, I honestly don't know if they were planning on doing them, adding them for Shadow Story or not. But at least we don't have to do it. But so how do we get up there was the question. There's no eagle when is that a town mission there? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, so what we actually have to do is go over here and go up here, and what is this? Now we got that bar down there. The action gauge is filled up. Just press the right trigger and you get full powered up here, and here, so we can charge through stuff here, and it kind of helps you with all the enemies. And now we're here, and as you can see, it slowly goes down. So it was that. So let's enter Kingdom Valley. So we can head to the recovery point. What is it called? Rendezvous point. And then in the throughout the stage, Rouge calls it, Shadow and Rouge call it the extraction point. So couldn't bother to pick stick with one name, but anyway. Now we're gonna hang the lighter section in. Shadow wins by doing absolutely nothing. So we're gonna hang the lighter section here, and I missed the one up, but I'm not even touching the controller. It's like, there are my hands right there, just to prove it. And basically how this works is you can shoot missiles and they do kind of home in on enemies, which is nice. And if you lose all your health, you will lose the life and you have to redo the section over again. And see, look, I didn't even have to press anything there. There's 2 more sections, like hang glider sections, further on, and well, in different stages, not in the same stage. And one of the hilarious about that is another one of them you can beat by doing absolutely nothing, but one of them actually requires moving, and so yeah. So anyway, we'll see them in action later on here in a different stage, and so let's climb up here and there's Rouge. Now we have to find 3 keys. So I guess we gotta go look around. But where's the radar? It should be on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, that's the problem. They didn't even bother to put one in the game. But the good news is that the keys will be found in the same spot every time you replay the stage here. So luckily I know where they all are. So I won't be bumped. Oh, if this was a blind Let's Play, you would just see me going around this area probably for like 5 minutes just looking for these keys. He's found one right there, and next one's over here. And good news is that this is the only finding 3 keys part in all of Shadow's story, which is good. So all the later stages, there aren't any. Then you only do them as Rouge, which is nice. So you don't have to find them as with Shadow or anything. And this is a part here where you kind of have to put bombs next to enemies, but I honestly prefer jumping up and throwing bombs like these. Because like sometimes you have to place them like right on them. Like I tried to see because like you have to be like right next to them to do it. Right, so, and plus you have to wait for the bomb to kind of blow up. Well, the other ones here will kind of, the bombs you throw in midair will kind of explode on impact if it's in contact with an enemy. So, and the last key is somewhere around here. Oh, actually, I think it's over here. Let's get some height. Can't stand on that. Oh, no, that's not it. It's silver coin or metal, and here it is. This is what it was. This end. So now let's grab the key, and what's nice is that we automatically move on to the next on here, which is good. So we don't have to go back to the door. And hover vehicle. This vehicle definitely is interesting. It allows us to hover on water, and this one here can be kind of tricky because you can see you have rounds of bullets. Luckily you have infinite ammo, so that's good. Good. And one thing you really want to be careful about is make sure if you're shooting a tower, just one bullet will knock it down. And this can happen to where you can shoot a tower and it could fall down on you and it would crush you and instantly kill you. Well, how it would work is that it would crush you and take you below into the water and count as a death. So that's not real. So that's something you gotta look out for. And make sure if you're gonna shoot a tower, make sure you're pretty far away from it, because the bullets do have a lot of reach, which is good. And so good thing that part's over. We will be seeing the hover vehicle again. And then now and maybe thinking, do we go this way? But no, you actually have to grab onto the eagle or hawk. What the heck? I'll just call it an eagle. And just go on to the next area. Yeah, so overall, for this being Shadow's second stage, it's definitely easier than Sonic's Windy Hill. I mean, Windy Valley. I mean Kingdom Valley. I keep getting them. Why am I getting them confused? First I said Windy Hill from Sonic Lost World, then Windy Valley from Sonic Adventure, and now Kingdom Valley. So I don't know what's going on with that, but Windy Hill thing I think would have made more sense to me because I've been playing Sonic a lot. Recently got my hands on Sonic Lost World for the Wii U. You have been playing that game, and my thoughts on the game? It's good. It is fun. Just it has like its issue. It has like some frustrating points later in some of the later levels, and the control could be a little less stiff. But other than that, the game's fun as is. So overall, I do think it's a good Sonic game. Definitely better than Forces. And who knows if I'll do a Let's Play on it or not, but what I do want to do is get my hands on the 3DS version of Sonic Lost World just to see how bad it is. Plus, the only two Sonic Dimps games I have not, only Sonic Dimps games I have not played are Sonic Lost World for 3DS and Sonic Rush Adventure. And I used to have Sonic Rush as a kid, but I did play that a ton, but however, I lost the game, so I need to get a new copy of that, which I do plan to at some point. And one thing you might notice throughout me doing this part of the stage is that we're basically going through Sonic section here that was before the Max Beat section, but backwards, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, but cool at the same time. And so it's not like a full-on one-to-one exactly because it's designed to make you go backwards. So, yeah, I kind of like how Shadow says, "Let's get moving." Like he wants to really get going fast, even though that's like kind of like it a little better and seems more serious about it. Well, and when he said it in Heroes, he's like, "No problem, let's get moving." Like he's all calm and chill. But maybe that's just me. I'm gonna power up here and so this can help us take out enemies a little quicker. Go in. One thing that can be a little annoying about it is like you hold A and do the air dash. Shadow will just stop like that, and sometimes that might kill you. But so I want to just press the button once to do it, and as long as the action gauge stays filled, you'll be fine and keep using this. Yeah, so when we will eventually be able to level up this chaos power of his too, and Shadow can also do the spin kick like Sonic can do, and he can't do the spin dash. So instead, he can just do like a triple spin kick by just tapping X 3 times. And you may have noticed already noticed, like if you press A like 5 times, he can take out multiple enemies with multiple damage. A couple other moves he can do like the Chaos Spears, which can stun enemies. Eventually, you can upgrade it to actually hurt enemies. He's saying, even though the Resolved Shadow still has kind of like that red glow around him, but it's gonna run out because you saw it was really low, and there it is. S-Rank. Because usually I would die at like that hover vehicle section because I sometimes would shoot the towers and they would crush me. But luckily I didn't, and I was playing it safe because I remembered about it. Because it killed me multiple times. And so, overall I do find Shadows with Kingdom Valley to be the most harmless out of all of them. Whether if you play it as Sonic or Silver. But that's just me.